Hey YouTubers, it's Eric and Denise from Perry Hill Farms, and we have started with our pecans. We have a lot more falling today. It's been a windy day. We haven't had any rain. It's getting kind of dry out there. And so I think when we get another rain and another little cool snap, they'll fall some more. But we're supposed to have some 90-degree temperature again next week and not much sign of rain. So what we've done is picked up our first batch of pecans, which was about 270 pounds. And so that was Stewart's and what we have our seedlings. Now I don't particularly know the name of this particular type of seedlings we have, but we have a couple of different varieties.
They're a little small, almost white, rounded, very oily seedlings. They actually are the best tasting ones that we've had so far.
Right, but we've got all those. We took them and had them cracked and blown, and then we have, over the last couple days, Eric and Danette, myself, and Janet have picked through all these pecans. We have a few more to pick through, but not many. But we're putting them up and vacuum sealing them this year. We've put them up before in just standard freezer bags, and after so long in the freezer, I don't know, they just don't taste as good to me. So we're going to try vacuum sealing them this time. Supposedly that's going to be good for at least 1 year to 2 years. Since we've had a good year so far making pecans, it looks like we're going to make a bunch. We're going to put these up. We're going to use them to make pecan pies for the holidays, if anybody wants to buy those. And we're going to use our pecans that we raised right here on our trees in our farm. We're also going to use our eggs from our chickens. So we're going to try to make these fresh homemade pecan pies here. So we should have plenty of pecans to do that. But what I wanted to show you is what they look like. And so, in the process of what we're doing to put them up. All right, so this is a vacuum sealed bag of our Stewart pecans. And what we're doing this year is we're going to do 4 cups, which is equivalent to a pound. So 4 full cups of pecans per bag. And these are our Stewart's. And so far we have about 31 bags of these 1 pound bags. I've got a few more Stewart's to do. But that's 31 pounds of ready to go pecans. These are our seedlings, and you can tell these are a smaller pecan than these. These are a little more oily than these. This tends to be a drier pecan, more meaty but drier. This tends to be more oily so far in our experience. But same amount, 4 cups, just it looks like a lot more pecans because they're smaller. And we're going to lay this in our little vacuum sealer. And so the purpose for this is to try to preserve these as long as possible. So that actually sucks all the air out of the bag. It's going to seal it for us. And when the sealer light goes off, we're going to open this up. It releases the air. And now we have a pound bag of seedlings that is ready to go. So YouTubers, we can sell that as a pound of pecans if we want to. We can do some candied pecans, which my wife is going to do tonight. We can do pecan pies like I mentioned a minute ago, and pecan brittle, things like that. But this pound of pecans also will make, at least 3 to 4 pecan pies. Probably more like 3. I like 1.25 cups of pecans in my pie. Some people like a cup, but that's a vacuum seal process. So what we'll do is I'll show you. She'll spin around. You'll see the seedlings that we're doing. So far we have roughly 43 bags of the seedlings so far. And like I said a minute ago, we have around 31s of the Stewarts. All right, so I'm going to vacuum seal these last few bags that we have. And the way that I chose to do this was these vacuum sealers come in rolls. They also can come in quart bags or gallon bags. And since we wanted to do them in 4 cups or pound bags, where we have a bunch of variety of different options we could do with these, I took the roll and made custom size bags so we didn't waste as much. If I did a quart bag, we could probably fit 5, maybe close to 6 cups in that quart bag, and it would waste a lot of space. So we'd seal it off when we have a lot of space left. So Denise and I figured out how much it would take to get, the bag sealed on both ends and not have much, and utilize as much of that roll as we can. So by using the roll, we're making our own little bags and making a bunch of them. Just as many or more that come off the next go round. And you can use these for our gifts at Christmas. Use them, obviously to cook with throughout the holidays. But for us, sometimes the trees don't make well. Last 2 years, we have hardly made any good pecans. Now, granted, we're not like some. We don't probably fertilize them like we should. I did lime them this year, but even that, I'm not sure I know what I'm doing on that if I limed them enough. But if you understand pecans, and if you're a pecan person and know more about it, you can throw us some comments.
Or more pecan recipes.
But what would help us as far as making sure they make every year. But there are some older trees, very big, and a few younger trees. And our few younger trees started making pretty well this year. But we got this little sealer at Sam's, and so far it's working really well. And we're going to try to vacuum seal a lot of other things that we have. But if you can come up with another way, some people may have another way they like to store these that does better. But we're going to try this. So we wanted to let you know what we're up to on Perry Hill Farms. And we will keep you updated as we get more pecans.